All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony. What's this party?
Nah, somebody from work. He says, I'm going to go to a birthday party after work. I'll catch the second half.
Nice.
Right? So he's putting us on a back burner for a party.
During the week, too?
I hope he enjoys it.
You know what? Those were the days.
Right?
When you were early 20s. Any day of the week was a night to go out.
Dude, I remember used to going to work hungover, talking about, and not tonight, not tonight. Boy, 5 o'clock, 4:30, my beeper started going off. Hey, dude, we'll meet you at the house with beer. All right, cool. And we do it all over again that night. Oh, my God, awful.
There is no way in the world that I could party and go to work the next day anymore.
No.
I could. There's no way in the world.
And you know what's funny is it's really hard for me to let myself go to get drunk. Like to let myself get sloppy, basically. You know what I mean? Like I have a couple of beers and by then my stomach's bloated. I'm just like, I'm good.
Well, like I said, there's only really twice a year that I'll get drunk. That's New Year's and when we take our annual cruise.
Oh, because you're on a boat and don't got to go nowhere.
Exactly. I remember one of the last, I don't know if I spoke about this, one of the real last times I got drunk was my son's birthday.
Okay.
I don't remember if I told you.
I don't think so.
We got, his birthday's like in June. So, it's hot.
Oh, yeah.
So we got drunk.
You made that amateur mistake, right?
Yeah.
No water, just drinking.
And the next morning we used to take him out to brunch at Las Casuelas.
Okay.
And he used to love that. And, dude, I was in the bathroom on the cold tile because it was so hot, throwing up. I would just lay there on the tile. And the family woke up getting ready to go. And I was just like, just go without me. I can't make it. And we wound up not going. But I felt so guilty about it because he really looked forward to it.
Right. He'll get to your age. He'll understand one day. Everybody does. Everybody does. Like, oh, man, I remember when.
And it's a half bath, so it's just a toilet and a sink.
So
there's not a lot of floor room.
Right.
But I was curled up like a baby. Just my head was near the toilet, my knees were at the sink.
There's something about a cold bathroom floor that's really healing.
Yep.
I don't give a shit what anybody says. That shit is healing. It's got healing powers. So there's a couple things I want to straighten out from last week's episode. So we were talking about boxers have to register their hands as lethal weapons. They do not. That's a myth. I was wrong.
Wait. So I was right?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know what you said.
Well, I
don't remember that part.
Okay, hold on. We are lucky Seabass in here because both of you be like, yeah, no, you're not right.
Hey, I admit it. I was incorrect. You do not have to register your hands as lethal weapons.
Okay, but is that an actual thing?
However, if you are if you're in combat sports, and you get into a fight, they can then say that your hands are lethal weapons in court, but you don't have to register them. But in court, if you beat the shit out of somebody, they're lethal weapons.
Okay, so there is actually it is a myth about hands being registered.
Having to register them, yes.
No, not having to register them. The fact of them being registered is a myth.
Myth altogether, yes.
So
correct.
I was correct. Can we just let that sit in real fast,
Yeah,
please?
sure. We can take all the time you want. You let me know when you're ready to go.
Woo!
I bought a bottle for the occasion, my friend. Yeah, so
Wow.
I thought it was real. I could have sworn I heard that, but but it was because when he went to court, they called them lethal weapons because he's a professional boxer.
Yeah. Did we hear anything about that anyways?
What, with Tyson?
Yeah.
No, it's kind of gone away. It's overtaken by the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp shit. And that shit keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Because of us discussing it, and I really, again, I only followed it, the breaking news stories and stuff.
Right.
I looked on YouTube videos. Dog. There are some funny, people putting together these videos could be funny.
Right.
There's that one where when something happens, they freeze it, and like a makeshift cigarette and dark sunglasses goes on that person, and they play that Snoop Dogg song.
Right.
I've seen that a couple of times with Johnny Depp.
There's another one. There's one floating around right now about Amber Heard's lawyer saying just vile shit, like she would just fucking cunt, and like she would, but she wasn't like reading it. She was saying that like she felt that shit, like, oh, you fucking cunt, and I was like, God damn. And everybody's looking at it like, are you like for real? You're saying that like in front of the judge, like you're just all out saying it, like the judge was a nun or some shit. You know what I mean?
Like one of the videos I saw was like her lawyer, just back to the sunglasses right. And a cigarette. He asked Johnny Depp, he's like, so you're physically much bigger than she is, right?
Oh yeah.
And he's like, you would say you're physically bigger than her. And like there's a long pause, like I said, because it's almost like he's thinking about what to say, but right. I guess he's like that. He goes, no, I wouldn't say that. And the lawyer was just quiet because he wasn't expecting him to say no.
Right.
And then again, that the glasses come up and the cigarette.
Right, because it pans over to what's her name, right? Like she was fucking hurt when he said that. Like
he goes, no, I wouldn't say that. And it was just dead silence.
The best one is when there's two of them that are really funny when Amber Heard's lawyer asks a question and then objects to himself.
Right, yeah,
and Johnny starts fucking laughing. And then there's one where he's like, so you were in Australia and you were in the foyer or whatever the fuck they called it. And Johnny Depp was peeing, urinating, and you were trying to get him to leave. And he says, no, that didn't happen. So Johnny Depp had his penis in his hand and you didn't see. And Johnny Depp just fucking dying laughing, bro. And the lawyer's like, what the fuck is, or the judge is like, what is going on here? So apparently she fired her team.
Really?
Not the lawyers, but her spin doctors, basically. All the people that do all the background work to make her sound good and do all that because of all the negative publicity that's coming her way. And so she fired that team and is supposed to, I guess, looking to hire somebody else. But I don't think anybody else will touch her at this point. Like, you got to be able to spin everything that's come out, you're going to have to be really, really good. You know what I mean? To make her come out in a good light. And then, so apparently, they're in Virginia, right? Is that where it's at? I think is where the trial's at. Tomorrow, her lawyers are supposed to ask for it to be dismissed. I guess in that area that they have to do that at least once during whatever, and they think they're at a point where they could do it, so they're gonna. And Johnny seems like, yeah, that's not gonna fucking happen. We're good. Don't worry about it, Johnny. We're good. And then there's some petition online that's going around trying to get her not to be in Aquaman 2. It started off when I first heard about it, like at 1.5 million, 1.5 million signatures. It's over 2.6 million signatures for her not to be in the new movie.
If she was in the movie, do you think people would really not watch it because of that? I mean, come on.
No, I don't think. Well, yeah. she's only in the movie a total of like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
But it would be a good screw you. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, the other day you were talking about when you were cleaning a house in Palm Springs. There was two ladies. It looked like there was a Ciroc party or whatever there, right?
Yeah.
And they offered you a bottle.
Right.
But you said you didn't take it, right?
Correct.
So, I've had this customer at my store for, I don't know, a little over 2.5 years now. And he had issues in the beginning when I first came on, and I dealt with him, and so he only comes to me now. About a year and a half ago, he asked me, hey, so what do you like to drink? Water, Coke, what do you mean? I said, no, come on, what do you like to drink? So if I drink, if I'm going to have tequila, it's Don Julio. I like the reposado and I like the white one. He said, okay, te voy a traer una botella. Then you bring me a bottle. All right, cool. So he's been coming in for years now, right? Making payments. He would do them over at another store, but started having issues. So he come back to my store. He said, I don't know what they do. I come here and I don't have any problems with you. I go to another store and I don't know what they're doing. They screw it up all the time. All right, cool. Well, let's take a look. So I helped him out. Hey, for real, I'm going to bring you the bottle. I'm like, oh, okay. If I believed every time he told me that, I'd be dead of thirst right now. But anyways, today he bought me this bottle.
Oh, he finally went to the liquor store and bought you one?
Yeah, so it's a Don Julio Reposado. It is 38% alcohol. So it should have a pretty good kick to it, right? But this is a sipping tequila. It's not for shots and whatnot. So he says, it's opened. So don't worry about it. I just wanted to taste it, so I took like a spoonful.
He gave you...
So he went and bought me a bottle of tequila, wanted to know what it tastes like, opened it, got a sip out of it somehow, like a spoon or a small glass or just a snip.
So whack.
So, would you ever drink a bottle that a customer gave you that was open?
Yeah.
Really?
Of alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would.
Really? Would it have to be a certain kind or like
this guy? I mean, you're saying you kind of know the guy.
He's just a customer?
I would smell it. I would look at it. I mean, it's tacky as all hell that he did that.
Right.
But, I mean...
Ooh, that smells good, dude. It smells sweet. It doesn't even smell like tequila. It doesn't smell harsh at all.
No, it doesn't. Wow.
That didn't smell bad at all, huh?
No.
That's because it's half water. Well, shit, I wasn't going to drink
That shit almost smelled like Tres Flores.
That's my hair, don't smell that. Wow,
I mean, again, it's tacky. I mean, that's bad.
Right.
But...
So you would drink it. You want a shot? Should I go get glasses?
Sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
shit.
not?
All right, cool. We'll go get glasses in a minute. Unless you just want to take it straight to the head out the bottle.
Nah, he already did that.
Have you ever had customers give you anything else?
Sometimes we do come up when I do a lot of vacation rental homes.
Okay.
People rent it for a weekend, a week, whatever, and they overstock. So sometimes, they'll have a lot of leftover stuff. They'll be like, yo, you want any of this? Whether it be food, drinks, whatever.
Nice.
So yeah, there's times when there's a come up. It's becoming far less now. And I think it's because the cleaning crew take it.
Okay. Do you not get there early enough? Is that
stuff like that. Anything? No, I don't think there's any much else, to be honest with you.
What's the best thing you've gotten?
I got a $50 or maybe $100 gift card to Subway once.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a lot of footlongs.
Yeah, and it's because they had lost a wedding ring in the pool.
Okay.
And I didn't find it. We looked all at the bottom of the pool, couldn't find it. So I apologized to them. I don't know where it's at. Thank God they don't think I took it because it was, before I even showed up.
Right.
About a week later, I had cleaned out the basket at the pump.
Okay.
And it was in there, so it must have gotten vacuumed up.
Oh, okay.
So I had the rental company contact them because it was a one of a kind. They actually had it custom made. It looked like bicycle links. Tiny bicycle links.
Oh, okay. That's different.
Yeah. And
were they bikers or bicyclists?
I have no idea. I didn't know them. And they were so thankful. They gave me $100 to Subway.
Nice.
They were like, have lunch on us for the next month or something like that.
Nice.
I was like, oh, that was cool.
Right on. What's the worst thing you've ever gotten?
Probably used open bottle alcohol. No.
Fuck up.
Probably just what just happened. You know, the fact that, hey, you want one of those bottles? I'm sure we can give you one. And then you can have one. Like, you know, it's cool. I could go buy my own. It's fine.
Right. If you're going to be that way about it, Karen. We used to, because when I worked at the bank, we used to get all kinds of shit. People would bring us stuff all the time, and there was certain people's stuff that, like, all right, cool, yeah. And then there's certain people like, I ain't need that shit. And then the same in Hayward, we used to have people come in and they would bring us stuff. But whenever they brought me a peach cobbler, I didn't give a fuck. We're having that. I'm gonna tear that up. That shit is bomb, dog. But I would never eat donuts that anybody brought.
What's wrong with donuts? I love donuts.
I love donuts too, but I know somebody that did a dirty joke they worked in one company, one business, and their competition was down the street, and they put their dick in the donut and sent them the donuts. And then at the end of the day, they sent the pictures of themselves inside the donut.
That's so wrong.
That is way wrong. I was like, yeah, fuck that. I ain't fucking with no donuts. Go ahead. I won't even wait till the end of the day because they're just holding on to the pictures. I'm good.
I remember when we were young, like in high school, like freshman in high school, when you needed a work permit to work because you weren't old enough yet.
Right.
I might mess up this story a little bit, but Rick and James, they both start working at Del Taco.
Okay.
But I think it was Noggles at this point. Remember Noggles?
Shit, yeah.
Before they turned it, and so they would tell me stories about stuff that they would do, and for some reason they didn't. If I remember right, they didn't like Rick. You know, maybe because he's a pretty boy, white boy type deal. I don't remember. So they'd have him doing shit like scraping off gum off the outdoor tables and shit, like underneath.
Right.
Just stuff like that. So they two stories that I remember. One was, I guess one day Rick was like washing pots and pans or whatever in the sink, and they used to say that they work with a bunch of Mexican ladies that really didn't speak any English.
Oh, okay.
So he said, like, let's say he's chugging a dish in and out of the sink with the water and it's splashing everywhere.
Right.
And he would look at the ladies and he would say something like, "This is how I'm gonna do my wife when I get married," like choking her out. And they'd be like, "Oh, Dios mío," you know, that type of deal. And then it was a summer job, if I remember right. So towards like their last days working there,
right,
I guess Rick took like the block of cheese, and he would like put bite marks all over it. And I was like, no, he didn't. They were like, yeah, he was so mad. I mean, because again, he felt like he was done wrong the entire summer.
Right.
So he's like, he started putting bite marks all over the block of cheese.
Wow. Did you ever work in any kind of fast food or anything?
I've never worked in fast food, no.
You just did the car stuff, right?
Valet parking,
parking. How long did you do that?
I did that for a minute. I did that like when I was 15.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because I remember I got my license in order to work there.
Okay.
So they put me up in the front of the line because I had told the driver's ed teacher, because it went by your last name. When you were eligible to take that class, they would go alphabetically.
And yours was the last of the first group, right?
Yeah. No, I was like towards the front of the second group.
Okay.
Because it went through A to M.
Okay.
And then like second semesters like N to Z type deal.
Okay.
So I lied to them and said I didn't necessarily lie. I wanted a job, but I told them I needed to get the job because, you know, I need to help out at home type deal.
Right.
So they actually
they bumped you up.
Yeah, they put me up with the A's type deal. So I think right when I was legally able to drive a car, or get your license, I got it like day one.
Right. Okay.
And I started parking cars at that point.
Wow. And then how long did you do that? 5 years? When did you start working at? Because you went from there to the rental place, right?
Yeah. I was there for a good 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I don't. Did I tell stories about like I stole a joint out of one of the cars?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And somebody had me buy some flowers.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the worst experiences was I used to work at El Torito.
Okay.
And they used to have Taco Tuesdays.
Okay.
And when we started high school, there were certain cliques, especially of white people, like the white boys, the preppies.
I never noticed that.
I remember them because they were always assholes type deal.
Right.
But these are the type of people that these students, like seniors and juniors, would go to Taco Tuesday. So I felt
even more disrespect.
Yeah, because they were just assholes. And then they would always park in the back because you could park your own car in the back.
Okay.
So I remember this one time they were coming out as a group, and I remember this one dude. He was such an asshole. I was standing there, and in front of everybody, he's like, "Could you give me my car, please?" And I needed a ticket, and I knew he didn't valet park. And he was like, "Oh, I lost my ticket," and I was like, then I can't help you." And so he was trying to be funny. He's like, "What are you talking about? You can't give me my car?" And he would turn to the group and say, "This guy can't give me my car?" And I just thought it was the stupidest thing, and they were all laughing. And I just wanted to knock this dude out. Dog, I just wanted to kill him.
You don't remember what his name was? Put him on blast. Let's go.
Not at all. But I tell you what, if I looked in a yearbook, I could probably pick him out.
Oh, if I knew where my yearbook was at, we'd be all over that. Well, they had to have been a grade above us, right? At least?
If not two, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I wouldn't have had that. I think the only one I got was the senior year one.
Oh, I got all four.
The pink one.
Did I ever... I hope she don't get mad. My wife,
right,
at the time, she actually came out to dinner with her then boyfriend. And they came up, they drove up, when a car would drive up, if you saw a woman was in the car, you'd go to her side first, open it, and extend your hand out to help her out.
Right.
That's what we had to do.
Not these days.
Yeah.
Don't do that
So
shit.
A car pulls up. I go to the passenger side. And it was her. Right? So I was like, oh, snap. I said, hey, how you doing? And I helped her out. And she says, hi, Tony, how you doing? I was like, good. And so he had came around. And she introduced me to him. But, dude, he just shined me. Didn't say a word. Because he was like the cholo type.
Right. Really?
Yeah.
And I want to know who it is now.
Oh, he was older. He was a couple years older than us.
Okay.
He's from India, that type of thing.
Oh, okay.
And dude did not say a word to me. Just like looked forward, grabbed her, they went inside. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I could see sometimes when people were coming out. So I saw that they were on their way out. So what I did was I went and pulled up the car and I just left it running with the doors open. Because I get it. I know the type.
Right.
Okay, I'm not trying to squabble in my work's parking lot, if you will. So I just parked it. I just pulled it up, left the car doors open. No need to tip me. I'm fine, type deal.
Right.
I told them good night. And so the running joke I have with my wife is, I said, when you were pulling out, I said, I'm going to take your girl. That's what I'm telling him. I'm going to take your girl. And she actually told me that he never liked me after that. Not that we ever saw each other again, but if she ever mentioned me, it was like...
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
Really? Look at you.
True player for real up in here.
You home wrecker, you. Got a whole new respect for you, Tony. Shit. That's hilarious. Anything else? Any other bad experiences or weird experiences?
Parking
Did you ever
cars?
find shit in people's cars?
Nah, I wasn't the type to
go through shit?
Yeah. I mean, it could be scandalous. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you get your car parked, you just gotta keep it in your head. You know what? You're giving your car something this expensive. You're giving to somebody else to go do. Don't be surprised if something happens. That's all I'm saying.
Oh shit!
Don't be surprised if something comes up missing.
Yeah,
it's the real world. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's something really worth having, A, it shouldn't be in your car to begin with, and B, take it with you if it is in the car.
Right, it's your own damn fault.
Yeah,
in other words.
it really is.
I got you. Been married 25 years, right?
Happily,
absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. No, I wasn't questioning that. Why are you putting words in my mouth? Shit. So things have changed a lot over the years, and you might not be able to answer these questions, and I understand that. But let me ask you this, because, like I said, the world's in a different. So let's take it back to 1988, real quick. Dating a girl. If you paged another girl, is that cheating?
If you paged another girl,
yeah,
and you had a girlfriend,
like you had a girlfriend,
or you had a wife. Because you said married.
Right. So, but I said, let's take it back to 88. So that would have been before you were married.
Okay.
So you were dating a chick.
Okay.
And you had this other girl's name. You're like, So you paged her.
Okay.
Would that be cheating?
Technically, no.
Okay.
Because nothing's happened.
Okay. So the girl calls you back, and you guys talk for a couple hours on the phone.
Ooh, a couple of hours? Okay.
Because, you know, once a girl, especially because, like, back then, you ain't even had to say shit half the time. Hey, it's Tony. Oh, my God. And then today, and then, you know what I mean? And you just had to sit there and hold the phone for a couple hours. Is that cheating?
Technically, it's not cheating. However, you're really at that line. Because the only thing that can happen next, or should I say should happen next, is cheating. So you're at that line.
Okay. So let's take that scenario and go in a different direction. You text a girl. She calls you back.
Are we still in 1988?
Yeah, still in 1988.
Okay.
You're not married yet.
You page a girl then.
Yeah, you paged a girl. She called you back. And says, hey, my parents need the phone. Why don't you just come over? So you go over. Is that cheating? Nothing's happened yet. You're just going over. You don't even know why she wants you. She just said, come over.
I'll tell you what. Technically, it's not cheating, but yes, it's cheating. You're done.
You're
it's
done?
over, yeah. Because there's no...
The intentions are there. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's like... Regardless if you did something or not while you were there, you should have, because you're in trouble anyways.
You're saying you should have gone for it because you were going to get hammered for it anyways?
Yeah, because you already...
Like where your head's at. All right? So, let's fast forward a bit. 1999.
Okay.
Computers are starting to come out. Everybody's starting to buy them. Internet's going. And AOL's got instant messaging.
Okay.
You're sitting home, 4 o'clock in the morning, working on your pool detail and your paperwork.
Okay.
And you have that window open just because it opens when you open AOL, right? And somebody pings you from back in the day.
Okay.
Hey, how are you? Blah, blah, blah. Good. What are you up to? Oh, doing pool still, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Hey, well, are you going to be in the Palm Springs area? Let's meet for lunch.
Okay. 1999, I'm married.
Okay.
If you're talking about me, I'm married.
It doesn't have to be about you. Let's just...
No, well, what I'm saying is, at this point, whomever we're talking about is married or is single or with somebody.
Let's do all three.
Okay.
First, married.
Yes, it's cheating.
Okay. Going to lunch with somebody.
Yes.
What if you told your wife, hey, I was on this morning and, Sarah Walcott, whatever, pinged me and she wanted to go to lunch, so I think I'm going to go to lunch with her.
Is Sarah a friend of mine that I've been talking to still up until this point?
Obviously not. She hit you up
Then
at
it's
4 o'clock in the morning.
And it's cheating.
All right.
No questions asked.
Okay.
That window should have been closed.
Right?
You should type in wrong number.
Wrong Anthony. Gotta go. All right, so you're a single dude. Obviously, fuck yeah, let's have lunch.
Hold on. What are the parameters? Are you living with old girl? Or are you just serious with her, but you still on your own?
Yes.
Which one?
So you've been dating this girl for 2 years.
Okay.
But you're in separate homes.
Then it's not cheating, no.
Going to lunch with another girl wouldn't be cheating?
Nope. Because you're just having lunch with an old friend.
Would you tell her about it?
Huh. Yes. Because if it was just lunch, then there should not be a problem.
But, okay. This is going to require a little bit of honesty on your side.
Okay.
So, if a girl's reaching out to you at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I forgot the 4 o'clock deal. Well, okay, go ahead.
If a girl's reaching out to you from way back when, right? Because we said it was 1999, 10 years since high school, hadn't seen her. Oh my God, Tony's on. Hey, I'm in town, blah, blah, blah. Are you available for lunch? Yeah, fuck it. I'll come by. Didn't mention your girlfriend at this point. Nothing. She doesn't even know if you're dating anybody.
Okay.
So is it fair to say that half the reason why you're going is to see A, what she looks like,
Yes.
and B is what does she want?
Okay, we're talking about me for right now.
Okay.
No, is not what she wants. It's for someone to hit me at 4 o'clock in the morning because I happen to be online and she happened to be online. And she hits me up. Hey, it's Tony. It's because we were friends in high school, obviously. And she felt comfortable enough to hit me and say, hey, I'm in town. I see you're up. How's it going? You want to grab some lunch? Okay, then because we were friends. Now, if it's some girl that I used to date, for example, and she hit me up at 4 o'clock in the morning, that's a different story.
Because then you're like, okay, what does she look like? What does she want?
Right.
Can I get it in one last time?
Right. And do I want to mess up what I got going on? Because then, yeah, it would. Because that's leading to cheating.
Right. You're setting it all up.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
You're doing all the road work. All right.
Yes.
All right. So what do we do so far? You were married. You were with a girl, not living with her, right?
Correct.
Okay, so now, let's say you've been with this girl 4 years. You guys living in the same household, have bank accounts are shared.
Ooh. So you're married without the license.
Basically, right? Like if you're living together, that's basically
And
what it is
sharing a
anyway,
bank
right?
account?
Well, I've never done that, so I don't know. Do people do that? If they're not married, they don't share bank accounts?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, we can leave that part out.
Okay.
You guys are living in the same household. You share bills. How about that?
Okay, yeah. We split the bills down the middle because,
Right. So, is that cheating? Same girl, same scenario.
Okay, it depends on what happens when you go off to work. Let me rephrase. It depends on what happens before that lunch.
What do you mean?
If you tell her you're doing lunch with an old friend, it's not cheating.
Okay.
If you didn't tell her before lunch, it's cheating. Because you live with her, why didn't you tell me?
So, okay. Again, let me devil's advocate, right? So, do you just keep it as, hey, I'm going to lunch with a friend?
Old friend from high school hit me up. She's in town.
So you would say she. You would make sure she knew it was a girl.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And what happens if the girl gets mad and says no? Do you still go?
Probably not. However, it would just really depend on who that friend was.
So, like, if it was a love interest from back in the day, or maybe it was a missed love interest.
Then, yeah, you can't go. Come on, player. You can't do that.
Well, I'm just asking.
Not unless old girl goes with you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, no, I'm good on that one. Good on that one.
And now, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Any of my answers do you not agree with?
No, I think you were pretty on point with them, actually.
So everything I said you would do too?
Probably not the she part. But I want to go to lunch
So
with an old friend.
you make it sound like it was a dude.
No, I wouldn't make it sound like anything but an old friend.
Okay, because if you do it that way, or even my way, who is it? Is going to be the first question from old girl. Do I know this person?
Oh, do I know them? Is that you think that's what do I know? Because she doesn't know if it's a boy or girl either yet, right? So,
She gonna find out. She gonna ask. That's the problem.
yeah, but then you go pull money from the ATM. You don't use your credit card to pay. You got to go with cash. That way she don't know where you are. You know what I mean? Got to turn off that old find a phone. That wasn't happening back then, huh? All right, so let's move it up until. So we did 88, right? We did 99. So let's skip forward to about yesterday. Just because if not, we're going to spend too much time on this. Because the whole world is different now, right? You got social medias,
Right.
And which you don't even partake in, which is hands down the best thing you could do.
Most definitely.
Because there's no he said, she said. There's no, look, he slid in my DMs. Here's a copy of everything he said. Like, half the time I don't like sending texts either. You know what I mean? Because I just say, oh, look, he sent me this. Like, that ain't me. She put my name with somebody else, and had somebody send texts. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I've received texts.
I gave her your number, dog. I couldn't give her mine.
That's fine. I've received texts with numbers I don't know that ask if it's me.
Ooh, shit, Tony.
Yes.
How long have you had that number?
I've had this number for decades. Ask if it's me. And I do not reply. And my wife is listening to this right now, and she's going to sit here and say, when did that happen? I told her, and she probably don't remember, but I told her, got a text, I don't know who this is, I'm not even going to reply. If you ain't in my contacts, you need to. Hey, this is such as. Hey, Tony, this is such and such. Is this you? Okay, but hey, Tony, is this you? I don't know.
I don't know what Tony you looking for.
No, yeah,
ain't this one.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Yes.
All right. So, because I think there's a lot. I mean,
did something happen?
No way.
Oh. Because of your line of questioning, it's almost like you're trying to find out if it's okay for what you did.
No. So I guess I'm just trying to because it's so it's weird nowadays. Like, it's not the same. There's so many different avenues to.
All of this has to do with age. Okay. 88. You're 18 years old. Okay?
Right.
You don't give two fucks.
Right.
All right? You're going to explore your options. Okay? 98. You getting kind of serious about old girl. You're 28 now. The grass might be greener on the other side.
Right.
But you know what? The grass is plenty green over here too.
Right.
Now, shit, I ain't got time for that. I got kids.
Yeah, right? I don't.
I got old enough kids, I'm not even,
right?
I'm good. Thank you.
Huh. Because okay, so let me ask you this then. Because I think it's still pertinent. Is it still, like, because women find, and I don't even know if this is true anymore because the world has changed, and maybe it's my toxic masculinity. Whatever, shut the fuck up. Women's relationships were very emotional back in the day. Are women still like that? Like, do they have to have an emotional tie to? I mean, there was always the girls that every once in a while would go out and, give it up, and then in the morning be like, oh my God, I'm such a slut. But for the most part, a woman has to have an emotional tie to be able to give it up, right? Or is that not true anymore? You might not be able to answer that.
Yeah,
just because.
But I also think, again, it's back to age. I think society as a whole doesn't look at. Let me put it this way. Somebody recently got engaged, and they're going to get married. I don't know who it is. I don't remember who it is. But they don't live together.
What?
They don't live together.
Okay.
They've been together for a while. They just don't live together.
Are they religious?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it's just a financial thing. I think they both still live at home type deal.
Oh, okay.
And when my daughter found out, she thought that was the craziest thing in the world. And I was like, why? Maybe she's like... maybe, I don't know. I just said maybe she's like, why is he going to buy the milk if he can get the cow for free? What is it? Why buy the cow if he can get the milk for free type deal?
Right.
And she's like, and my daughter's like, no, you don't know the person. How do you know you're going to be able to live with this person? I think, you should live with them first and get to know them and make sure it could work out. When back in our day, it wasn't like that.
No.
And I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing either. Nowadays.
Okay. Here's my take on that. I don't care how long you've been with somebody. You still may never know them. Make sense? Like, there's a lot of people that, oh my God, how did this happen for so long and I had no idea? How did this? Oh my God, he was not like people change, and things that happen in lives and in relationships make people change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're right. It doing it our way didn't work for me. You know what I mean? But then again, I didn't get together with my high school sweetheart either. I didn't really have one. I didn't hit my stride till after school. Hey. But yeah, I mean, the one girl that there was one girl that, yeah, if we went back in time, I'd probably like, oh fuck, dude, like I fucked that up. Let's make that work. You know what I mean? And I think things would be different, but I could be wrong. I mean, everything happens for a reason, and you are where you are, where you're supposed to be at that moment in time, whatever it is. But what I mean by that is I don't necessarily think that living with somebody prior to getting married changes anything. Because if it's the right one or it's the right person, because if you do it that way, you it's like you have one toe out.
But what if this person that you're feeling you want to spend the rest of your life with has such disgusting manners at home, cuts the toenails in the kitchen and lets that shit fly everywhere?
Just kidding.
That you just like, it's like, yo, what is this all about?
Right.
And that person's A, sees nothing wrong with it, and B, is not willing to change it. You could see, am I willing to put up? Is that one of the things that, out of all these other things as well, that I'm willing to put up with?
Right.
So you won't know that, because if you don't live with that person, the person's toenails are always clipped. You just didn't realize he did in the kitchen or the dining room. That's his spot.
Yeah, but isn't that what talking and communication, isn't that what, if you really care for somebody, that those are the kind of changes that you're supposed to make? Like, isn't that what that relationship is all about? Right? Because I'm sure when you and your wife got married, that there was absolutely nothing wrong in your marriage. But each of you had to work to create that.
Yes, there was compromises made on both sides.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
And it would be the same as if you would have waited longer to get married with her than had you moved in together right off the bat. Make sense? Because when you were alone, you've talked about when you lived by yourself with you and your brother, that you never washed the sheets in your room.
Right.
But once you got married, you're like, well, fuck, I need to keep these motherfuckers clean. Now, like, there's certain things in life that trigger certain things in you, right?
No, she washed them.
Oh.
She was like, you don't wash your sheets? And I was like,
no,
never thought about it. She's like, that's nasty. We need to wash them. See, that was something that she learned about me, that she was willing, mainly because she was the one that had to wash them, but she was willing to put up with the fact that I was like that.
Right.
Now, again, what I'm saying is when you have so many of those things stacked against you, now that other person says, it ain't 2 or 3 things that I find this guy disgusting about. It's 20 things. And we're just barely starting to get to know each other. I don't know if I want to continue with this.
Yeah, that's a fucking conundrum right there. Like, where do you go from there?
Okay, now this might be a little too personal. And if it is, feel free to say no.
Okay.
You said when you first saw your future wife, you were like, I'm going to marry that girl.
Right.
And from the first or second date, you were together since then.
Yes.
Do you think that was kind of what led to a downfall? Because you didn't really get to know her. It was just like, bam, we were just together.
Yeah.
Because my wife and I dated in high school.
Right.
We broke up a number of times.
I think it was a fairy tale kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily think it was good or bad. I thought I look back at it now and I understand that we were together and we were what each other needed at the moment. Does that make sense? And maybe you're right. Maybe that had I taken my time and instead of saying, look, move in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Had I taken my time, things would have been a little
different. So,
different.
for example, at the point, at the peak, where it's after the peak, and things started to get on each other's nerves. Were those things always there?
You just didn't know?
And you got into it so quick from the gate that you just overlooked all those things.
Yeah, I think so. And I wanted it. Like, I wanted it to work. I wanted it to, you know what I mean? The fact that I saw her and I was like, fuck, I'm going to marry that girl.
Right.
And then, fuck, we're living together. I was right. All right, cool. And then shit started, you know what I mean? Shit started coming and you're like, oh, fuck. Really? God damn. You know what I mean? Like, but hey, I did my best trying to make it work. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that either. You know what I mean?
No, not at all.
It's just a good day's work.
See, that's why I don't have a problem with necessarily moving together, but I just think that becomes the norm, and then it becomes why get married. We're already doing everything as if we were married, so what's the big deal?
Well, I don't need no piece of paper to tell me I'm married.
Right.
But in all actuality, if we're really looking at it, what is the difference other than a piece of paper
There, there is no difference, but the piece of paper is supposed to mean something to you.
Yes. There's a symbolism behind it, right?
That's what it is.
And the same with the ring.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. I told you I got a new wedding ring for my anniversary.
Right.
We both did.
Okay.
I still wear my original one on a daily basis. She got me a very, 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 very nice one to go out with weekends, stuff like that.
Right.
So taking my original one off and putting the new one on was starting to, it wouldn't go over my knuckle. My fingers have grown since I've had this one,
okay.
My original one. So it was like, dude, I put on lotion and tug, and my finger was going to fall off. I'm going to pull my finger out trying to pull this ring off.
Right.
And same with the new one, because they just sized it to my original. So obviously when you buy a ring, they say you bring it in and we'll size it for you when you're ready.
Right.
Because I wasn't there to pick it out type deal. So I went to go get it sized. The new one.
Okay.
So they had me take this ring off to put those testers on to see what size I was going to be.
Right.
And so it was tough getting this ring, my original ring, off. And so they figured out my size. And they said, are you going to get both of them done? And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I might as well get this one done as well.
Right.
So I was ringless for about 3 weeks. And it wasn't going very well.
What do you mean?
My
women hitting on you?
No, but my wife didn't like the fact that I didn't have my wedding ring on. And although after 25 years, there's my finger literally has an indentation where the ring was.
Nice white ring?
Yeah, no, not just necessarily white. It looked deformed because it would actually taper in right where the ring is.
Okay. Holy shit.
Yeah, it was. But it was like, when's your ring? Why would you leave them both there? I said, well, because I was going to have to take them both in. I was going to have to, each of them had to get done regardless. I'm not going to wear the new one to work. So I was going to be without the original one for a minute anyways. It ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I was never going to not wear one because the original one is the one that I wear every day.
Right.
But it was like, as soon as they called and said it was ready, are you going to go get it? I'm like, well, yeah, when I get a chance.
I'll make my way over there.
You need me to go pick it up? No, I shouldn't go pick it up because you got to make sure it fits you. So, all right.
I'm going to drive you?
Yeah, that type of deal, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So your wife's a little jealous? A little jelly?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Just
What about you?
Touch. No.
No?
No. I'm a little bit sometimes, but not as much as her. I mean, you know.
I don't know if this is a safe or an okay question to ask, but what kind of things, at this point, after these many years, what kind of things would make you jealous? Because I'll tell you what, dude. I've been around for a little bit now, and I see the way she oogles over you when you guys are like at a party and she's dancing with you and she's talking to you. Like, it's there, it's real. Like, I don't think there would be anything to worry about.
You know what it is in regards to her is she's told me. I think forgive me if we spoke about this before. She says stuff like, at our age,
right?
Not that I'm the worst looking guy in the world, but it's like at our age, women aren't necessarily looking for looks. It's more stability.
Well, that's fucked up.
It's more, this person's really got himself together.
Right.
This, it's like, wow, look how he's taking care of his family. Look how he's taking care of this. And they're attracted to that. And in that category, if you will,
right,
I'm like a 10 in her opinion.
Right.
So she's like, hey,
well, I stay at a steady 5 on either one. So tell your old lady if there's ever any chicks around that, you know what I mean, just hey, go see the big dude over there, that guy right there.
Let's go back to the decades.
Right.
At 89 in 1989, it was about the looks.
Right.
In 99, looks and does he work?
Right.
Ooh. In 2009, ooh, he still got it together and he's taking care of his kids.
Right.
In
His
19,
kids go to college?
Yeah.
What?
In 2019, it's like, ooh, he's taking care of his family. He ain't gone nowhere. He ain't strayed. He's still married. Look at that. That's
You need to stop selling yourself. Your old lady gonna get mad. She'd be like, "Oh, okay. You put it out there. You a bachelor now?"
I got a question for you.
What's that?
Kind of off the subject, on the subject. If you're cheating on your spouse,
Okay.
or it doesn't have to be your spouse, if you're cheating on your significant other,
Okay.
is it true or not that...
I can't answer the question, only because I've never cheated, so I don't know. But go ahead.
Is it true or not that the cheater starts to treat their significant other poorly because they're cheating?
Yes,
And why is that?
because it's easier to cheat when you're angry, and I don't think it's just.
Hold on, you're pretty confident in that for someone who just said they've never cheated. But go on.
So I think it's. I've counseled some friends that were, you know what I mean? It wasn't me. I think it's really easy. It's just like anything else, dude. Like, if you know you shouldn't be doing it, but you want it, it's easier to make that person mad, and you walk away pissed off. That way, you're like, fuck that. I'm gonna go do what I want to do then. You know what I mean?
But you're already doing that, is what I'm saying.
Right. So then you get angry to make it okay. Well, that's why. Well, look at the way she acts. Why wouldn't I cheat? Fuck. Would you want to come home to that? Fuck that. See what I'm saying?
Is that it?
I think that's the way it works. Seriously, I never cheated. I don't fucking know. But I know that some people have done that or act that way because you know that that's what they're doing, and you see them interact with their significant other. But then there's another aspect to that a lot of people don't see or talk about. I think it creates a better sexual environment for the cheater and his wife. Sometimes he comes home and he's a little fired up after and being able to come home to his old lady.
Hold on. After he's been with
Yes, sir.
the other,
Backseat Becky. Mm-hmm.
the side piece.
Yep. And then come home and be with his old lady? Yeah. Because now he got a secret. And now he got new memories to close his eyes to think about. That mental Rolodex, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I can't be no more honest than that. Like, I'm assuming that would be the reason why.
Because I remember, like, let's say in high school, your buddy was cheating on his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he's treating his girlfriend like shit, and he's the one that's cheating.
Right.
It was always like, well, why don't you just break up with her then? Because you're making her miserable. You're the one that's out messing around with this other girl. Why don't you just jump this one and go with old girl?
Well, that's like going to buy a car. You got a car that works okay at home, but you need a new ride. So you go get you a new whip and you keep your old one at the house just in case something wrong with the new whip. Or you're going somewhere the new whip shouldn't go. You know what I'm saying? Same kind of thing. But what happens though is that you make the person mad, that like your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, you make her mad.
Or husband. Or boyfriend.
Right. To make yourself feel better about what you're doing, to make it okay, and for you to say, to blame it on that well, look at the way he treats me, that's why he cheated.
No, but you're fooling yourself by saying that, because you know deep down inside you're treating that person like shit because of what you're doing.
I get it. But half the time when you're in that situation, the dude's too chicken shit or the chick's too chicken shit to make the move and say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry, I've been sleeping with fucking Don Juan down the street. I want a divorce, or I'm moving, or whatever the case may be, right? And that person doesn't want to do that because they don't want to be the wrong one in the relationship. They don't want somebody to say, oh, well, fuck, it was her fault. She was cheating with fucking Don Juan down the street. And then everybody be the dude's friend. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? No?
Kinda. Kinda.
Yeah. I think that happens a lot. Where people, that's why they say, well, if he starts acting different and it starts being mean or whatever, okay, he's cheating. And I'm saying a chick's got to be the same way.
Yeah, because you're leaning too hard on the dude cheating. Women cheat too.
Yeah, they sure the fuck do. And I'll tell you what, but there's a difference though. Again, it's an emotional cheat with a chick. It's somebody that she's been talking with at the office. It's that one dude who's been waiting to slide in that she goes to work and, oh shit, man, you need to find some of that because I wouldn't treat you like that. Like, that's crazy that somebody would do that to you. Like, I can't believe that, he's acting like that with you. Like, man, because I sure wouldn't. Like, woo, you know what I mean? And then start doing shit, and then she's calling him at night. Oh yeah, this motherfucker did woo. Oh man, I can't believe it. Well, you want me to come over? You need anything? Blah blah blah. Shit, if you need to get out of there, you can come on over here and kick it, right? Next thing you know, bada bing. Just saying, I've been that friend.
You see, and which is exactly why Full Circle hit you up at 4:00 in the morning on the AOL. Hey, I'm in town. Hey.
Yeah. I'm all right. Hey, I'm going to leave my AOL open. Just kidding. But I think, yeah, dude, but there's so many more. Like, okay, so nowadays it's like, so I know you don't have social media, but let's say you did. Okay. Somebody posts a picture. Say it's, so like, if you went on, people from high school would hit you up, whatever. It doesn't need to be people you talk to, whatever. You're just trying to grow your base or whatever, right? So you add everybody that clicks it. You're scrolling through one day, a girl got a picture on there, you hit like, or a little heart emoji that, you love the picture, it was great, whatever. And your old lady sees it. Why are you clicking on that bitch? Why are you liking that bitch's pictures? Right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Or when did you add her?
You see, and I can't comprehend all that because I'm not on there. So
right.
And B, again, if I were to do something like that, it would be our page,
right?
Whatever you guys call it. So, whatever I'm seeing, she would be seeing as well, and vice versa. So, it would be the T&H page.
Right.
Or whatever you guys call it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the page, I guess. You're at? I don't fucking know. But yeah, I think there's a lot of people that get on there, and that's the demise, because they're on there and they're looking and they're liking other pictures, and whoever they're with doesn't like it, and blah, blah, blah. And, you make a comment and they make a comment, and then...
And it's just like what you said in regards to, would you go see this person that hit you up just to see what they look like?
Right.
Yeah, you'd be curious to see what these people look like. And any emotional linkage you have to this person is based on that last interaction you had with them.
Right.
Meaning, if I didn't see this person since high school, I'm still thinking of that person from high school.
Right.
And they could be totally different.
Woo! Good Lord, could they?
Have you linked up with somebody
else?
Woo!
Good Lord, can they? I'm just saying. I ain't linked up with nobody, but I ran into people, and it's funny because, I don't think I look like I did in high school. My face is big, right? I don't see myself when I look in the mirror. Like you look the same as you did in fucking high school.
I don't think so.
Really?
Dog, I can see a picture I took that I took yesterday. I went to go dog sit my niece's dog, and I took selfies with the dog to send to my niece. You know, hey, I'm taking care of your dog. Here I am. And I'm like, is that what I look like?
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. If it offends you, that's not what I'm trying to do. But I've noticed some pictures you posted lately.
I've posted. Hold up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, in the group text you sent in the group text, some pictures that you.
Did I post it of myself?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going straight there right now to see what you're talking about.
Didn't you send some recently?
I do not put no pictures of myself.
That's all you do in a group text. What you talking about? Matter of fact, you the only one that does pictures of himself.
You better stop lying right now.
I guess it's been a while. I don't know where the hell I saw the picture then.
It ain't this black and white one.
No.
Okay.
But you look exactly like that fucking picture.
No,
but anyways, now that you're the older you get, the more you look like your brother.
You think?
Mm-hmm. Because that was one. I don't know where the fuck I saw the picture, but I saw it and I was like, hey, is that Tony or is that his? Oh shit, that's Tony. Could it be pictures that your daughter put? I don't remember.
Daughter?
Yeah, your daughter?
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm scrolling through the page right now, kid, and I don't see a single picture of myself. I think the last picture that I'm in was New Year's.
That long?
I'm going through the group text.
Oh, maybe it wasn't a group text. Maybe it was something that your daughter put up on her page. Some pictures of some stuff.
All right.
Maybe I could be wrong, dude. Anyways,
but
yeah, that's what I was gonna tell you is that I saw and I thought, fuck, is that Tony or is that his brother? You sort of look a little bit like your brother. That's what wasn't supposed to offend you. You're not supposed to be offended with that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
He's
Good.
a handsome man.
He a handsome
but
man.
I don't think I look like anything like I did in high school.
No, I think you look dead on.
Now, would that be a compliment?
See, just like that, you look just like yourself, dude. Without hair. Your face is shaped the same, like my face isn't even shaped the same like you know what I mean? I got that gullet down beneath like fucking fat bastard from fucking what do you call it? And people recognize me, which is it's fucking weird. Oh my God, Mingo, is that you? Domingo, is that you? Huh? How you know me? Screenshots. So it's kind of like I don't think I know what I look like. You know what I mean? Like I don't see how people recognize me. You know what I mean? Like it's a trip.
Well, I'll tell you what. Nobody looked the same as they did in high school except for Manuel.
Yeah. Plastic surgery? I'm just kidding.
And if you and I, before we link back up, if you and I were walking downtown or anywhere, doesn't and I saw you, I'd immediately know it was you.
Really?
Yeah. Now Mojo, our other buddy, I could walk right past him and I wouldn't have recognized him.
Really?
Yeah. Because that's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened? Where?
Yeah. At our last reunion, we went to the football game. And Manu and I and our wives were there. We went with our wives. And we were waiting on Mojo. And so we were in the bleachers. And after the game started, we were watching the game. And this dude just started walking up and came to us. And all of a sudden, Manu said, "What's up, Mo?" And I was like, "Oh, shit, that is Mo." Had I seen him in the street, I wouldn't have recognized him. But then after I saw him and started talking to him, he looked like he did back then. But just again, at first glance, I didn't even know that was him.
Yeah, he got upset with me the last time we talked because I told him he looked like Don Knotts. A little bit. What was that?
The whole link.
Oh, you wanted everything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I said something like he looked like Don Knotts or something. He didn't like it. Like, I wasn't trying to, be mean. I'm just saying, look like Don Knotts. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have noticed. Yeah, I probably would have noticed him right off the bat too. But Manny is probably the most like himself in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wonder what his secret is. He's got some sort of nightly routine, or is he just pickled? Is he drinking enough where he just stays pickled?
Hey, yeah, I don't even think he's got wrinkles.
Jesus.
He definitely ain't got no bags under his eyes, because I sure do.
Yeah, you and me both. And he works a shitload too, though, right? Like, he's always doing something.
Yeah.
Although, if you look at his fucking Facebook, he's always on vacation. So I ain't mad at you, dog. Handle that shit. A little jelly on my end, but whatever. It's all good. Yeah, I don't... A lot of shit. Like, when was the last time you ran into somebody that recognized you, that you were like, wait, what? Who are you? Do you remember?
No. Actually, one time at a grocery store, I was at the deli counter getting a sandwich. This is a few years back. And someone that worked there was working the deli, recognized me from high school. And I had no idea who she was. And she told me her name. Still didn't know who she was. No idea. But she knew me. She knew who I hung out with.
Really?
Yeah. And I no idea who she was. Wow. I felt bad, but...
You just like, okay, bye.
I might have faked it like I knew who she was. You know?
Yeah.
What you been up to type deal, but no.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that, dude. I had a girl one time when I first moved back. Oh my God, hey Mingo, how are you? Oh my God, I'm good. How have you been?
Let me ask you this. This kind of, I just thought of this. I got a house. I've been doing this house 4 years now, let's say.
Okay.
It's owned by two different couples. They're friends.
Okay.
They come at different times. Okay.
So it's like their own timeshare system.
Yes, and they use it as a vacation rental, and they'll also book it themselves when they want to come down. They've retired. Now they get along so well that they could be here together, all four of them, or maybe one couple at a time. But the house is no longer a vacation rental. They're here at the house 10 months out of the year, let's say.
Together? All four of them?
No, just in general, just spread out here and there.
Okay.
After 4 years, and speaking to them like we're best of friends.
They don't know your name?
I don't know the wives' names.
Oh, I don't know that.
It's not awkward to ask, hey, by the way, what's your wife's name?
Yeah, I don't think you ask.
Because I've been playing it off great. Hey, how you been? Oh, welcome back. Oh, when you guys leaving? Oh, wow, you guys doing anything fun while you're here? And we go on and on and on. And I, for the life of me, don't know their names.
Do you know the last name?
Yes.
That's all you need to know. Mrs. So-and-so and Mr. So-and-so.
Well, I call the husbands by the first names.
That's different. And it's going to sound like toxic masculinity, but we were taught that the dudes, you can call them by their first name. The women's were always Mrs. Jones. You know what I mean? Me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Okay.
Unless, but the other thing I would do is I would come one day, and when you know that they're either there or not, but come in early and try to get a sneak peek in their mailbox.
and that's when they catch you on camera. So, why are you going through my mailbox?
Oh, I was just grabbing your mail. I got here early. I thought I'd pass by and bring it into you.
Yeah, we won't be needing your services anymore.
Why? What kind of stuff you got coming to your mail that you're worried about me finding, Miss Jones? Holy shit. We still have to do your stuff with your NFT and stuff. We need to download all that and get that. Or did you get it done already?
No, I haven't gotten it.
No?
No.
Have you been watching all this shit with all the cryptos and all that?
No.
Dude, they all fucking tanked within like the last week. They're just now starting to turn around. Like at one point, I was like, "Oh my god, all my money's gone." like it tanked. Like I have Cardona or ADA, and it's in the shitter. It just now. This is the first time in a week that it's turned green at the end of the day. Green showing that it's upward movement.
Okay.
Even fucking Dogecoin was up to like 18 cents and it dropped back down. Right now it's like at 13. And then we had what was the other one? What's the big one? The big crypto? Oh, the Bitcoin? It was like at 49,000 at one point. It was at 49,000. Right now it's sitting at 38 grand a coin. So it dropped a shit ton. But
And you said you have Bitcoin.
I don't have no Bitcoin. I don't have. I have ADA and I have Dogecoin and Ethereum. And they say that Ethereum even dropped off really well. That's the one that I said dropped off really bad. There was supposed to have been something big happen on the 27th of April. Snoop Dogg is taking Ethereum for something that he's created on his platform. So there was all kinds of things that were going on. Something big was supposed to happen on the 27th. I never saw what it was.
Of April?
Yeah. Unless it all happened while I was asleep and I fucking lost out on whatever the big announcement was or whatever was going to happen. But so we gotta move your NFT to your wallet and.
Yes, you do.
Oh my gosh. It's been so long. He sent me the instructions, but I don't know. Let's see if I remember how to do it. Or we can call him and do it, though. Well, look, Sebastian's back.
What?
Hello.
What to do? How was it? Tell everybody where you went.
I was at a party.
A party? Like alcohol and drugs party?
Yes.
House party or restaurant party?
House party.
Damn, you home at 9:20?
Well, yeah, because I got to come home to do this, or I don't hear the fucking end of it.
Were they still partying when you left?
Yeah.
Did you come back when you were done?
No.
Are you going to?
No.
Oh, do you work tomorrow?
Uh-huh.
What time?
Early.
That don't matter.
Plenty of time.
Yep.
Plenty of time. What about Tuesday or Wednesday? Do you work Wednesday?
Yep.
Ooh. So tomorrow you work early.
Mm-hmm.
You can come home and sleep till the next day. So you got to work on Wednesday.
No, I'm good.
No? All right. Did you have any fun?
Yeah.
Were you drinking?
Or else I would have been back earlier. Yeah. Of course I was.
What'd you drink?
I had one of those Smirnoff Ices and then a couple of shots of tequila.
Wow.
Nice. Me and Tony were about to partake in a shot of tequila.
Yeah, I saw that.
I had a customer bring me a bottle today.
Is that on camera that a customer brought you that?
Yeah, but it was in a bag. I didn't get to see it. But it's kind of weird.
The transaction or the bottle?
Both.
Okay.
So it's been about a year and a half that he's been telling me he was going to bring me this bottle. And when he brought me the bottle, he says, "Hey, it's open." I was like, "It's open?"
Yeah, I'm not drinking that.
He said he took he had a spoonful of it just so that he could taste it. And then he put it back in and put it in the box. And I was like, all right.
But he likes your dad, so I don't think he would have done anything to it.
Does anybody really like my dad?
Wow. Jesus Christ. You're not even here fucking 5 minutes.
You were here for 3 years back in town and nobody hit you up, right? I'm just kidding. That got real fast.
I was really quiet here. I didn't want to get hit up by anybody except for Tony. And he never did, so I had to reach out.
No, let's not blame it on him.
Had I been on social media, I would have been here day one.
Let's not blame it on him.
Right?
It's not his fault.
It was Manny's fault waiting that long for say, hey, you should reach out to Tony. Oh shit. So we'll blame it on him. How about that?
There you go.
You good with that? All right, so maybe we should ask him some of the questions we were asking because he's in that age group.
I'm nothing like my age group. Stop bringing me in with those hooligans.
Yeah, but you have to live with it because you're in this tech era. So I know I've pointed out you haven't been in a relationship in a while or anything like that.
Let's back onto that.
So let's ask. We were talking about cheating, and it's never been like would you say it's ever been cut and dry? What is and what isn't? Like back in our era?
Everybody was hoes back in your era, though.
You ain't lying.
If it got physical, again, it's the age, I think. It's all about the age. A girl or a boy could think you were cheating because you just spoke to somebody, and at that age, you just don't care. I didn't do anything. All I did was talk with her. You shouldn't be getting mad. If you're going to get mad, you need to deal with that. I'm out.
That's your own problem.
Yeah.
It's your own insecurities.
So that's at that age, that's what it's all about.
You know that shit still works though, right? Just saying. So like, okay, so let's say you were with a girl.
Okay.
You were with somebody.
That's a good start.
Right? So you were hanging out with somebody and somebody else hit you up on the side. Just somebody that you hadn't talked to in a while, somebody from school. Hey, what's going on, Seabass? Haven't heard from you in a long time.
There's a reason.
I'm going to be in town.
Nope.
You wouldn't go to lunch with them?
Fuck no.
Well, not
There's a reason I haven't talked to you that long.
Really? Mm-hmm. Like, even if it was somebody that you had been interested in and didn't have a chance with back then or anything like that?
I'm different now. I'm not who I was back then.
Well, I hadn't thought about it like that.
That is true. But we kind of hit on that, too. One person could be basing their thought of you back the last time they interacted with you. And could be a totally different person now.
Tony does have a fair point with that one, yeah.
All right. So, why
don't you ask him how you asked me? Is it considered cheating if you were to have lunch with this person if you were dating somebody?
It would depend on how I felt after lunch. If I felt like, oh shit, they were cool. I want to keep conversation. Then at that point, it's like, okay, you had an interest in them at some point, and now they seem to have an interest in you, and now your interest is
reborn.
You're not 100% like entertaining the thought, but it's there, and it's spinning in your head. You know what I mean?
So you would consider that cheating?
Not yet. If you continue after that, then it's like, hey, that was good lunch. You seem perplexed. Go ahead, hit me with whatever questions.
No, I'm listening. I'm just listening to you.
Oh, okay.
Do you tell the person you're dating that you're going to go have lunch with this person?
Yeah.
So it can't be considered cheating because cheating means you're doing something.
It can be. I didn't mean to cut you off. My apologies. Did you want to finish?
No.
Okay, I'm just. I know you don't like it when. What?
No, go ahead. Come on.
What is so funny?
Nothing.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. It would be considered cheating if you told them they didn't like it and then you went anyways. Because that's betraying trust.
So let me ask you this, because this is how I pitched it to Tony as well. So you've been dating somebody for a while.
No, I haven't. But
this other person, yeah, right?
You know this.
So this other person hits you up.
Okay.
The person that you've been dating for a while, you said that you would tell them about it, right?
Okay.
But would you tell them, hey, a friend of mine's in town. Would you say it like this? Hey, a friend of mine's in town. I'm going to go to lunch with them.
No.
You would tell, how would you say it?
This person had it, or This person had an interest in me at some point, right? Or what? How? Who? Where?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, they maybe they did, but or they're just reaching out now, and you're like, maybe they do. So I'm gonna tell this person that I'm with that I'm gonna go see this person. But do you?
That's yeah.
But would you say like, all right, so hey,
Would you acknowledge it was a woman? Let's say.
Well, yeah.
So your pop's trying to be slick and say, "I'm gonna go out with this friend from high school."
Yeah, because he's.
We are going
sketchy.
to. They invited me, so I'm gonna go.
That's
see
the only
them.
time he likes using they them pronouns.
Yeah,
Fair?
yeah, yeah. That's very fair.
Yeah. But no, I'm not like you. I'm different than you.
So you would tell, hey, this girl hit me up from high school.
I'm not sure what her intention is. Frame it that way. Be cautious about it.
See, but okay, that now with him saying that, that's implying that there might be something behind it,
correct.
and you don't know. You don't know that.
On their side, though, because I'm with this person at this point.
But what if the person just wanted to catch up, ain't seen you since high school? I mean, what leads you to think that? Well, it's possible they're trying to do something. They just say, "Hey, I haven't seen you."
I think after lunch is what's
What determines?
hey, we should do this again.
determines
kind
your
of
next
thing.
move.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, because I don't think you can. I don't think it's fair to say, hey, well, this person had an interest in me. I'm going to go see what it's all about. Because then they're like, fuck that, you're not.
Yeah.
Not unless I'm going. Say, hey, a friend of mine hit me up.
That's a whole nother conversation
Yeah.
you could have too. Is why can't the other person come along?
Oof. Fuck that.
Because then if she sees shit's going sideways, just let her loose on who's sitting across from you.
Interesting. Would you do that?
Take my significant other with us.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would depend. If it was adamant that she wanted to go, and I wanted to really go have lunch with this person, then I would have to take her.
Right.
Because
Even then, that's like a hidden power move. That's like, I'm bringing my girl with me. Don't fuck with me, kind of thing.
No, I think that's a fucking badass move.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah. Like, hey.
Okay.
I was thinking of it different than how you framed it though. That's why, like, they'd be like, yeah, I'm comfortable enough. I'm gonna bring her, and I can still have you. And then my old lady won't think nothing of it, and we'll be good.
And that's why you're single.
and do
No, am I wrong?
well, we never said
Morally,
that.
yeah.
Our intention for going was to actually lead to cheating.
What if you took your significant other and she liked the girl that came to lunch?
Oh my god, here we go.
That's a
would be
whole different problem from the
dope.
beginning.
Then you get them to, hey, well, why don't you come back to our house for drinks? Hang out for a little while.
You're a bad person.
What? I'm just my mind's based in reality. You guys are too busy trying to.
No, I think that's fantasy. That's literally cut and dry definition of a fantasy.
Yeah. It's cool though. It's good. It's good. So back to this party. Was it at somebody's house? Or was it? Did we say that already?
Yeah, we went over that.
Did we establish that? Oh, where the fuck was I?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
I gotta put down the pipe. Jesus Christ.
Fuck's sakes.
Gee.
It's funny though. I walked in the house and it smelled exactly like the party did. It's like I didn't leave.
Oh, is your brother home?
Must be.
Great.
Birthday
That's
party?
Yes.
Were they partying?
What do you mean partying?
Like loud music?
Oh yeah. They had a DJ that actually DJs.
Nice.
How often do you practice, by the way? Not DJing.
I haven't played my drums in quite some time.
Right?
Anything else? Once in a great while.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just I'm just real busy lately.
Yeah, me too. I got to get on. I got a bunch of fucking music. I got to load up and get onto the system and into the new, back onto the station. Because because it's been a while since I added music. I got a whole bunch of new mixes and stuff too that I got to add onto there. All kinds of shit going on. I got too much shit going on. I got a lot of shit going on and nothing going on all at the same time.
Exactly. I've got so much stuff to do that I don't do any of it.
Yeah, because you just don't know where to start, right?
Exactly.
And then you're like, well, fuck, I should, but fuck, if I start,
What's more important?
I don't have enough time to finish.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's not even worth trying. Like, fuck. Did you ever clean out your garage? You said you were going to do that.
We're going to wait till my son moves out. Until he moves.
Why? Just out of curiosity. Just
because I think his bedroom will become empty at that point.
right?
And, I don't know. I think my wife just said, we'll just wait. Because with him graduating this year, it's just like she's focused on that.
Oh, yeah.
Why are we going to open up a can of worms with the garage? Did I tell you I bought new shelves for my garage?
No? I know you said you needed some because they were the ones that you built when they first.
Yeah. I just have these L brackets with plywood.
Okay.
Going all the way down the row. And the L brackets were coming off the wall, so now the plywood is hanging.
Okay.
So I was like, it lasted 15 years, if not longer.
Well, that's not bad, though.
Yeah.
It's a good run.
Yeah. So it's just, I don't want to do all that again. So I bought the big, tough, husky, black, metal ones.
Right.
Bought them like a month and a half, 2 months ago. And they're still in the boxes in my garage.
Shit, but you're prepped, though, dog.
You know what? It's one of those things that once we say we're going to do it today, it's going to get done.
All right.
I've got the new tubs, the big black tubs.
Right, with the yellow tops.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay, all the tubs, because we got a bunch of mixed match tubs. Some stuff's not even in tubs. We're going to transfer everything into these black tubs because they fit exactly for these shelves.
So just out of curiosity, because this is kind of where my head's at with this shit I got to start going through and doing. How long have you had this stuff in the garage in tubs?
The existing tubs?
Yeah.
Forever.
And there's stuff that you go in and out of all the time? You use them all the time?
It's like Christmas decorations, mostly.
So it's not like anything you're
like
saving.
half of the wall is Christmas stuff.
Yeah, but you guys really go all out for Christmas, though.
Yeah, it's half of that wall is Christmas.
If I hadn't told you, I'll tell you, I appreciate how far out you guys go for Christmas.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sure that's a pretty penny, but it's nice to walk in and be a part of the pictures. And no, I'm not being a smartass when I'm being
really
a dick
think our
about it.
pictures are going to be up?
Yeah. Hell yeah. They all work so hard to get us to take them.
Black square,
I know, right?
censored.
I mean, everybody was real, the whole group, you know what I mean, about getting us to take pictures and do all that kind of stuff. It's nice. It's comforting to be a part of it. You know what I mean? It's cool.
So yeah, half the wall is Christmas decorations. Another section, let's say 15% of that wall, maybe 20, is tubs of Easter, Halloween costumes, decorations.
Halloween costumes? You guys keep all your old costumes?
Yeah. You saw our Christmas cards, kid.
Wow. Okay.
This year was, what was it? Star Wars theme.
Oh, yeah.
Last year was...
I didn't get one last year.
Let's say maybe Grease. The movie Grease.
Okay.
A year before that was superheroes. We get costumes, kid. Oh, Beauty and the Beast. The whole 9.
Wow.
Costumes, and we save them. And then what we do sometimes is my wife and I will dress up for Halloween, when we give out candy. We'll throw a costume on. Stuff like that.
Right.
Because we have it. And then people ask to borrow it sometimes. They're going to a Christmas Halloween party. Hey, you got a costume I can borrow? Yeah, sure. What do you need?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. He's like a library for costumes.
A closet, if you will.
Yeah.
So
That's another way to put it.
all these things can go into these new tubs.
Right.
And so it'll look uniformed. Because, again, all the tubs are different colors, different sizes.
Right.
So,
And you just got to put papers on the outside of what they were
Right.
taping, right? So, I was just wondering. I thought, fuck, man, why don't you just get rid of shit if you got shit in there that you've had in there forever that you don't look at or don't.
I mean, there's some of that, too. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I got to start going through all that.
You know what
shit.
kills me? And she's going to kill me for saying this. But anything for the show.
All right.
Anything for the cast. Anything for the pod. Why do women feel that they need so much wrapping paper? We've got rolls and rolls of wrapping paper.
All right.
And
I
hold
got
on,
you, ladies. I got
hold
you.
on.
I got you.
Every year, she buys more.
Yeah.
Oh, and the bags. You know, little bags with the straw.
Yeah. You know why? Because I bet you that those aren't rolls of paper that she bought pre-Christmas. They're not for any of the Christmases that's passed. And they knew that when they bought it. Because they wait till the day after Christmas when all that shit goes on sale.
Oh,
And-
no, not my wife.
No?
No.
Oh.
She buying that stuff before Christmas because that's what she's using to
Oh,
wrap.
well, you need to tell her to cut that shit out and go the day after Christmas and get that shit when it's 50 to 60% off. Here I was trying to help her out. You just shoved her right back in front of the
Hey,
bus.
don't get me wrong. It works out sometimes because when somebody's birthday, she gets them something, she can wrap it real fast. I get all that. But, yo, we got rolls of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I got like 3 that I think that I work on, and usually what I do, and maybe this is the dude in me, I pull out one roll and everybody getting wrapped in the same paper.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And like there's times where because you have to not all boxes are the same size, right? So you got to cut them to fit right. And sometimes you have a piece that's kind of like, right? So it doesn't fit anything just the right way. So I cut a little piece out and put like in the middle so that let's say I have a piece that it doesn't fold all the way over. It could use another little 3 inches.
Right.
So I just cut a 3-inch strip, tape it down, and I pull up the other pieces. You know what I mean?
You know the Lindell chocolate candies?
Yeah.
The round balls.
Yeah, yeah.
So they wrap it and each end is like twisted.
Right?
Or like the peppermint candies.
Yeah.
And it's twisted on each side.
Right?
That's how I wrap.
Really?
Yep. Roll it up.
I wrap good,
Twist.
dude.
Fold those twisties on top and just tape
And
them
tape
down.
that shit down.
Yeah, kid. My rapping skills are not on point,
Oh, mine are, dog. I'm good at rapping.
but I do it with love. That's the difference.
I do it with love.
No, you don't. You
No.
want perfection.
I do. I like to look at it and be like, hey, that motherfucker look good. And then if it's something that's really nice in the box, I over tape it just to make you work for it. Like if it's something expensive that I was like, oh, fuck it. So if you ever get a gift from me that's really easy to open, don't think I spent a lot of money on it because I didn't.
And you say it's hard to open, right?
Mm-hmm.
I changed out my refrigerator water filter this weekend.
Okay.
Dog, you cannot believe how hard it was for me to get that filter out of the package.
Oh, out of the package, not even to put it, not even
No,
pulling the old one
out of the
fridge.
package.
Wow.
Dude, what is going on with the way they wrap things these days? In plastic. Like, you know how it's molded?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm cutting my hand up because it's hard plastic. I get the scissors all up in there.
Right.
Because I can't spread it apart to open. It's like sealed perfectly all the way around. So you got to get your scissors up in there. Dude,
Making you put in work for Christmas.
real work. Hate it.
What kind of fridge is it? Just out of curiosity,
When you say what kind of, like what brand?
Yeah.
Or Samsung?
because we have the Kenmore, which is the Sears brand.
Okay.
Our fucking filter comes in a little box. You just use your finger and tear it open and slide it right out.
Yeah, not this
And
one.
saying to put the other one in.
My old refrigerator, because I just got this new one.
Right.
What came in a little box too? It was
What,
like looked like an oil filter.
Yeah, you just got
No, this
that.
one's got a tube. It's like a long tube.
You just got this one not that long. Why you got to change it already?
I guess it's been 6 months. It says 6 months for once you reset the timer on the filter for the light to come on. It says 6 months.
Really?
So I've had it for probably 6 months now, at least.
Holy shit. Man, we had the first filter in there for like
Years.
3 years, right? At least.
That's because the red light's been on for 2.5 of those years.
Lucky that fridge didn't start beeping and shit. I figured out how to. All right. But no, that one's really easy to change.
Don't get me wrong. It was easy to change.
So pull
I
it
just
out of the
couldn't get it
package.
out of the package.
That's some bullshit. Yeah, that's all I got today.
Can we talk about this coach that's suing his school?
I don't know anything about it. Talk to me.
He's very religious.
We found the problem.
Yeah. Sue him.
What he would do is after every game, by himself, like the game is over, win, lose, or draw, he would go to the center of the field and thank God for whatever. He would pray to himself, not out loud, just in his head. I don't know if he did the sign of the cross when he was done. I don't know. So what happened is one of the students asked him what he did. And he was just like, I just go out there, say a little prayer, thank God for, everything being okay, nobody got hurt,
Right.
all that kind of good stuff. So the student apparently said, do you mind if I do that with you? And the guy says, not at all. And then more students started to do it. And then one game, the opposing team decided to join in as well. So the opposing team's coach told like a principal, not negatively, hey, I think it's really cool you let your coach lead a prayer at the end of the game. And it brings the students together, the players, I should say, together. And the principal was like, what? We didn't know this. It's like, well, yeah, he goes out there and they do a prayer. So the principal told the coach, yeah, you can't do that. And coach is like, well, why not? I'm just praying for myself. He's like, yeah, but you're bringing kids out there and, we're not allowed to mix school and religion. He's like, well, it's on my time. The game is over. I'm not doing it during the game or nothing like that. And plus, I'm not telling the students to come with me. I'd go out there on my own and they're just following me. And so they wound up firing the guy because he wouldn't stop.
Wow.
So now he's suing to get his job back. He's not doing it for money. Everything's for money, but
Right.
But he just really wants his job back. So what he's saying is it's not his fault that the students are choosing to do this. And the school is saying that might be the case, but we don't know if some of the students are doing it to get on your good side because they feel they'll get playing time if they do it. And what if a student really doesn't want to do it, but doesn't want to get on your bad side if he doesn't to get playing time? And again, you're representing the school when you're doing this because you're coaching, and we're not allowed to do that.
So a coach goes out after the game, prays, and kids start to follow him, and people have a problem with that, but they're okay with their children being taught all the transgender stuff, all that. Go ahead.
Just backtrack. Parents haven't complained. The school isn't necessarily complaining. They're just saying it's against school policy. So he has to stop. So they're not saying it's a bad thing.
Right.
But they're saying, unfortunately, we're not allowed to do that. And he's saying I'm doing it on my own time, so I'm not necessarily on the clock at that time.
Well, but you are.
That's what they're saying.
Because like let's say you took some of your guys to work from work out to lunch, and they have their work shirt on. They're drinking. You say, "Hey, I'm gonna leave. I got a couple more things to do, and then I'm gonna head home. You guys have a good afternoon. Have the rest of the day off, whatever." Right? So they're off, but they're still wearing your shirt. And if they continue to drink and they cause a ruckus in the restaurant, that still shows bad on your business because they had your shirt on.
Right.
So it's the same kind of thing, right? Like you're their coach. Yes, it's after class, but you're doing it on school property.
Right. But wouldn't that be I don't know if morally is the proper word to use, but wouldn't it fall into that? Legally, my guys, I mean, they're not doing anything wrong. They're not working.
Right.
But morally, they know they're wearing my shirt and it's going to reflect on us if they start acting up.
Right. That's a code of conduct.
Okay.
So it would be the same thing with him going out and praying in the middle of the field after the game or whatever.
So you think he's going to lose?
I think he's got a really hard fight. Do I think he should lose? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But, okay, with that being said, what if it is one of those cases that a kid says, I'm an atheist, mom and dad, but if I don't do this, he's not going to give me playing time?
Well, that's okay. Because that's I
need to get into college.
That's the real world.
And I need to get into college.
And that's the real world. So you have to learn how to play the game. Hey, you know what? Sometimes I don't get to stand on my own and say, fuck that, I don't want to do it. If I want, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I don't agree with everything this company does, but...
Okay, but what if they're Muslims? And they have a different God?
Well, but that's for them to deal with, not the coach. The coach didn't drag them out there and tell them they had to go.
But what if the coach really does say, you know what, let me give Johnny over here some more playing time because he does come out there with me?
Well, then he's wrong. And he needs to stop.
Because we are all humans and, you know, he might not do it on purpose, but subconsciously he's like, oh, well, you know, this is a good kid. Out of these two, who am I going to let play longer?
We'll let the Lord decide. How's that for an answer? Dear Jesus, do I let little Johnny play?
But yeah, that's pretty much what he's saying. Because he, you know, his backstory is he wasn't doing good at a certain point in life, and he got through it. And he thought because he started going to church and stuff was what helped him do it.
Right.
So at that point when his life made the turn, he told himself, you know what? I'm going to be thankful. I'm always going to show thanks. You know, it wasn't for God getting me out of this, I wouldn't be here. So I'm going to be thankful to him at every opportunity that I can.
Right.
And that's when he, you know.
Yeah, you know. It's tough, dude. So many, like, there's so many different angles that people come at stupid shit for and turn a blind eye to shit that's really important. Does that make sense?
Yes. Let me ask you this. What if the coach himself was, let's say, Muslim? And he was, and he was praying to Allah?
They wouldn't have even let the kids get onto the field before someone complained.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But your thought pattern shouldn't be changing.
You're right.
But it is.
You're right. You know why? Because I'm only human.
Yeah, I don't think that's it.
To some degree. Because everybody has a bias, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And... you know, even when you were talking about the story, like you said, he was a Christian in the beginning, right?
I don't think I did, but
No?
we
Okay.
just assumed because we're biased.
Right. So, and then you said, "Oh, I don't know if he did the sign of the cross." Well,
Oh, okay, yeah.
because Christians don't do that. That's Catholic.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, okay, well, we really don't know where he falls in. But at the end of the day, most religions are based in the same ideology. So it's all about how you treat other people. It's about doing services. It's about being kind. It's about doing this. It's about doing that. I mean, it's not like, again, he wasn't trying to indoctrinate anybody into a cult. He wasn't bringing anybody out and saying, "Hey, praise Allah," or whatever you said.
Hey, you're off the fucking team.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, he was doing something that made him feel good because of where he came from and where he was at a certain point, just like you said, right? And he's giving thanks. So should he be doing it out in the middle of the field? Maybe he shouldn't. Maybe he should wait till he gets in his, white van and say, "Hey, thank you for, where I'm at today." That's different, because that's about you and your relationship with whoever it is that you're praying to. So maybe it shouldn't be at the school, regardless of what religion it is.
Well, I'm thinking that's the school's point.
But he won't stop.
Correct. Because he's not, again, he's doing it on his own. The game is already over, win or lose.
So the question becomes, okay, well then why do you have to do it in the middle of the field? Why do you have to do it there? What's the difference between there and 100 yards into your own vehicle where nobody can see you? Not that you should be ashamed of your religion or ashamed of being thankful, but at the school football game is not the place for it.
And do you feel that way? The reason I'm asking is, what if it's a teacher during class time?
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that it's a slippery slope. Again, because it can't be yes for one religion and no for another.
Because that was going to be my next question. What if he rips out one of those rugs
And points it to the east?
Yeah.
And
it's on his own time, but, you know.
whatever religion that is, I couldn't be a part of it. Because half the time I don't know where fucking east is. You know what I mean? I'd be fucked. Yeah, but that's how convoluted the world is, and that's where we are today because of things that have happened. You know what I mean? And things that have happened in the past, and things that rhetoric that people continue to push, and beliefs and disbeliefs, and certain feelings and anger and all that shit towards certain religions or whatnot, and certain people that really believe in Christianity are sorry, but backwards. The same with Catholicism. It's a lot of people that are over and into it. They're overzealous. It's an overthought. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because oftentimes people that I've noticed that people that are super religious usually begin to, or at least it feels like, they begin to do the things that they were first taught not to do. And that's judging somebody and pushing their religion onto somebody because of their views of that person.
Christians are really good at that.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
It does, but that bleeds over to everything. Pushing your beliefs onto somebody else.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. It's all convoluted. It's all, where does it stop? Where does it begin? How do you change it? I don't know. It's a fucked up point though, right?
Yeah.
Like where there is no true, okay, so how do we stop it? You can't. You never will be able to. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. We're all given a choice. And, we all base our decisions either on what we know at that point or what we think we know at that point. And sometimes it leads you down the wrong path.
What happens if that coach is doing that, and one of the parents say, "Hey, you can't be doing that. You need to be giving them a pep talk after the game. What's going on? I need to get home."
What do you mean? What happens then?
Is that parent correct? Meaning he shouldn't be doing that, praying in the middle of the field after the game, because he hasn't completed his duties as a coach before doing that.
I don't know.
Maybe he feels that's part of his duties as a coach.
Correct.
Is to thank God first and then pep talk with the kids afterwards.
Because there's a lot of coaches
that do that.
Yeah, especially like the ones that come from like, Tennessee, Oklahoma, all the
Southerners,
all the southern states. That's part of they're like when they go out for a game they pray. Isn't that? I never played sports, but were you ever on a team?
No.
Highlight nothing. Just kidding.
Have you ever seen highlight?
Yeah,
in person?
Dude, that shit's crazy,
yeah,
right?
It is, kid.
That fucking ball flies,
dude.
Bro. My boss, one of my bosses, may rest in peace, he was a professional highlight player. I didn't believe it, dude, because he was only like, how tall was? Do you remember Nick Elliott? Quick Nick. We went to his house, go swimming. You fell in the pool.
What state?
No, you must have been. You were too young because you fell in the pool.
I remember falling in the pool.
Okay, that house, that guy, Leanne. No. Anyways, so this dude was only like 5 foot tall, bro. Small guy, but he showed me a video one time of him playing highlight. Holy shit, bro! He said you don't ever want to get hit with one of those, ever. He said,
I saw a highlight in person in Florida.
How the hell did you go do that? Like, why did you go do that?
I was working in Florida for a few weeks with the rental car.
Oh, okay.
And something to do. They had it, some tournament, and it was crazy.
Wow.
It's like racquetball in a sense, but with that scoop,
right,
dude, nuts.
Wow.
They go all out playing that game.
Yeah, it's like field hockey, right? Almost kind of.
Yeah.
Like. And racquetball or tennis ball or fuck that, dude. But that ball's wooden, right?
I don't know. I don't remember it all that well.
Or it's like a softball size, I think.
And the only reason I remember it is because they showed us a portion of that sport in the Miami Vice theme song.
That's fucking hilarious.
Remember that?
Right?
I think that's probably why I went to go see it.
Oh, because you wanted to know what it was all about?
Yeah.
Because they had that big old, look like a old nail, right? Just it was like a hook basket on their hand.
Yep.
So when it come back, they fucking catch it while it's swinging and swing back around and toss it again. Like, holy shit. That's crazy. Has there ever been a sport that you wanted to play but didn't?
I mean, don't get me wrong. In high school, I would have liked to, even before high school, let's say Little League. I would have liked to have played, but it just, we first moved out here, and we didn't know anything about signing up for sports. And,
right.
And then the friends I had at that time, James, Rick, and them, they all played sports, but it was nothing that I got into.
Right. What about you, Sebastian?
What was the question?
Ever a sport that you wanted to play that you didn't get a chance to while you were in high school or younger?
No.
No?
No.
Nothing.
I liked playing baseball. That was fun.
I remember, yeah, you played, you were pretty good.
I'll tell you what. Maybe senior year, I wish I wouldn't have let the fact that I felt it was only for nerds stop me from playing chess.
That was my same thought process.
Why is that?
Because I love playing chess.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Are you good at it?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
And
I want to learn how to play it.
The chess club was just nerds. But I wish I would have joined it, A, to stay out of trouble, and
right.
B, what's wrong with playing chess?
I wanted to start a fencing club in high school. That's the one.
Fencing?
Yeah.
I could see you doing that.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's a really cool sport.
You play chess?
Chess, really?
You don't play?
You know what? I haven't played in years. But I did. I played. I picked it up, and I really like it. I like the strategy behind it. I like trying to figure out what that person's next move, how to block it, what you know what I mean? I never read the book on chess, like how to actually play it.
Oh,
You've never done that either?
No.
Okay. But I have a couple of sets. I have a set from their mother gave me a hand carved wooden set from, it was like her grandfather's or some shit. I don't play it. I'll never just keep it. If the kids ever want it, you can give it to them. And then I have a Harry Potter. Yeah, whatever. I have the Harry Potter wizard's chest one. It's like shut up.
Stop there.
It's dope, dude.
For when I turned 50, my buddy Rob got me a small wooden chess set. It's nice, real nice, and he had a plaque with some wording engraved in it and attached to it.
You don't remember what it says?
It says something along the lines of, to one of the best men I've ever met type deal. It was really touching, and I have that. Then I have a traveling set.
Okay.
It's in a bag. It's got a clock.
Oh, shit.
It's nice. And then I also have a set that the pieces are probably as tall as this venti coffee cup.
Right. That's probably like, I think I want to say the Harry Potter chess pieces are pretty big. But my sister got it for me it's special. She got it for me from London.
Oh, wow.
On the, what is it, 9 3/4? Isn't that what it is? Where they get into the, don't act like you don't know about Harry Potter, where they jump on the, have to go through the wall to get to their train. Platform 9 3/4. So anyways, there's a shop there.
I was going to say, you seem like you already know.
I used to have the marble ones from Mexico.
Oh, okay.
I used to have one of those.
I have a marble set of dominoes like that. They're bad, dude.
Yeah, I couldn't play with those.
No?
I'll crack them.
Yeah. They're just for
when you
show.
slam them down.
Yeah, they're just for show. I have them out there. We got to get a tournament of dominoes going. Real life dominoes. To put one together. Make that happen. Any final words?
I'm good.
Tony? Shout outs?
Yeah, actually, since we made it to an earlier night, once again tomorrow.
That's right. Erica
and Irma's birthday. We're going to dinner tomorrow night, which is why. Happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We're going to dinner tomorrow night. That's
Nice.
why we recording tonight and I couldn't make it tomorrow.
Nice.
And then nephew's sister, Christina. I don't think you've met her. The oldest girl.
Yeah, I haven't met that
Her
one.
baby daddy's birthday, Sergio, is Friday. So happy birthday, Sergio.
Happy birthday, Sergio.
And then my homeboy, our buddy, Andre. His birthday's Sunday.
Big Dre, happy birthday.
Not quite 50, but he's getting close.
Right? Yeah, he's like a year or two below us, right?
Yeah.
Weecho's age.
2 years.
Yeah.
Actually, 3 for me.
She looked all sad when you said, 3 for me.
I don't know how to approach this. So, my apologies if I stir up feelings. But happy Mother's Day to all the mothers this Sunday. I know it's going to be your first Mother's Day without yours, so my condolences on that. Have you thought about it?
Yeah.
And now he is too.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
sorry.
No, I mean, it is what it is. I've been. Quite honestly, we were talking about this last week because an uncle of mine had passed away or whatever, and me and a couple of my cousins were together, and I was like, it's the strangest thing. Like, it's been a year, and I still reach for my phone to call my mom. Like, shit happens. There was a time, maybe 5 months ago. I was just having like a real tough time. I don't know what it was. I just unsettled. I felt, I don't know, just uneasy. And I really need a fucking mom hug. You know what I mean? And so I have an aunt that's my godmother. So when my mom passed away, she told me, she said, well, I'm your mom now if you need anything, blah, blah, blah. But she's not, I've never seen her as the nurturing type, I guess would be the easiest or best way to say it. So, and she's really frail. She's really, and I thought, fuck, I can't go give her a hug. I'll break her. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, fuck. So I'm going to drive to Havasu and go see my tia Carmen, because she knows how to give mama hugs. I'm going to go see her. I never went, but it was just kind of like, there's just times, bro, where you just, it's not there and you need it. It's just kind of, that's kind of what's been dragging. And, you know, her birthday was just in February, and March 17th was a year that she passed. And
Really?
yeah, it's fast, huh?
Yeah. I would have never guessed.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we're just kind of, you know, hanging in there, and everybody's doing pretty good with it. I mean, I feel like I'm doing okay. I just, you know, sometimes it gets the best of me.
All right, well, again, my apologies, but happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Yep. And
Happy Mother's Day, love.
And your mom's coming down this weekend, right?
Yeah, she's coming.
Yeah.
Her and my grandma.
All right, on. Is it just them two?
No, of course not.
Did you call your grandmother on her birthday the other day?
You mean tomorrow?
Oh, is it tomorrow?
It is tomorrow.
Oh, because somebody given her a birthday cake last week. That's why I was like,
Yep.
cool. I'm glad you're on it, son. Good
Yep.
for you. Not my grandparents. All right, hey guys, thank you so much for listening. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Talk to you soon.